Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Amy's Art Table. I'm Amy, and today I have a floral Christmas tree for you that I think is a really fun watercolor. I also mixed a little gouache with it. You could use acrylic on top, um, but I'm going to walk you step by step through this painting, and we'll have a very festive and fun Christmas tree. All right, guys, so we're going to start the floral Christmas tree. I'm going to grab a medium-sized brush with a bit of water, and I'm going to choose a green. You can choose a teal green or a green green. I'm going to use sort of a teal color green. I'm going to start at the top of my paper about halfway so that the tree's centered. And I'm very simply going to start making a tree shape. The only difference is I'm going to leave some spaces. Okay, so we want the flowers to be wrapped around this Christmas tree. So I'm trying to leave some in-between spaces where the flowers can go, and they do not have to be, these don't have to be even strips, but we just want to kind of place the flowers within the tree. If that makes sense. So we're going to do a couple of layers on this tree. So don't be discouraged if your tree is looking bare and light colored, because we'll come back with some more greens. Okay. So for our first layer of watercolor, you will have something like this. You can tell that it's going to be a Christmas tree and that it's decorated with something, but we haven't placed the flowers in yet. So I'm going to let this dry for about 10 minutes. When yours is dry, you can go ahead and move on to the next step, and I'll catch you back in a few minutes. All right, guys, back to the floral Christmas tree. I'm going to use a medium brush, and I think I'm going to start out with some yellows. You can use a golden yellow or a sunshine colored yellow. And I'm just going to begin to place some large floral shapes, which are like bumpy circles, on the Christmas tree. Does not have to be exactly symmetrical. In fact, I think it would look better if it wasn't exactly symmetrical, meaning let's not put the same amount of flowers on each layer either. So there, something like that, super simple. After you get that done, let's move on to some, let's move on to this red orange. Maybe we'll use yellow, red, orange, and orange today. Again, you can pick your own color schemes. With the red orange, I think I'm going to do big ones again. You could get as detailed with this as you want. You could really add some teeny tiny intricate flowers, which would be really fun. Or you can just stick with these real big guys, which would be like a bunch of flowers just stuck in the Christmas tree. It'd actually be really fun to decorate our Christmas tree like that this year. I'm just giving you a basis of something fun you could do. All right, and then pick 1 to 2 more colors. I'm gonna pick orange and maybe a pink. You could do a golden color too. This time, with the orange, I'm going to make maybe some smaller bunches of flowers. And you can even go right over what you already have. I think this guy's gonna turn out better than my last floral tree painting. So we'll go ahead and add okay, and for my last color, I'm going to grab this magenta color. Try to get it a little darker. And I'm just going to add that too. This will be really rough placement. All right, guys, so this looks rough right now, but we're gonna come back in with some gouache or acrylic paint. And we'll give this a chance to dry and then we'll add some detail, okay? Okay, so now that this Christmas tree has had a chance to dry, I'm going to come back in and finish it up. The first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and grab a small brush and I'm going to add more green to the tree. I just want to darken it a little bit. So with this small brush, I'm going to start from the top. I'm going to add more green. So you could choose to break up the tree. Towards the edges of the tree, you just add a little more detail, painting a few pine sprigs. I'm using this small brush because it's going to make this tree look a little more dense, a little more detailed, a little more green. This is an optional step if you want your tree to be a little more green. There we go. I'm just going to do the same thing to the other 2 layers of the tree. All right, guys, so now I've added more green to the tree and I'm liking the way it's looking. And my final step is going to be to add a bit of hot pink and white gouache to the floral areas of the tree and just try to make them pop a little bit more and try to make it a little more realistic. Okay, so I'm going to start with this hot pink color. Let's see, the real name of it is peach red, but to me it really looks like a neon pink. So on each row of florals, I'm going to come in and add some little bugs. And start to break this up and give it a little bit more dimension here and texture. I'm not going to make this too uniform. It's just going to stick out in certain places, almost like a little Christmas tree trimming itself, a little floral garland draped within the bigger flowers. Right, guys, now I'm going to move on to white gouache. I'm going to really rinse out my brush so that that pink is not showing through. And I'm going to add some white detail to some of these larger flowers. And I'm going to hope that it really starts to come alive. All right, so I've added some white flower garland, and if you'd like to add just a small trunk, this part would be optional, but you could add, maybe just add like a wide trunk here at the bottom just for fun. All right, I hope you're enjoying this video. Could add a little more detail to it if we wanted. Could go back and detail out these little flowers, which I think I might do. But this is the basic floral Christmas tree that I wanted to show you. I hope you enjoy this. It's pretty fun. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you want to add a little more detail to some of these bigger flowers, you can just pick a darker color and strategically go in and add a little line work to create more detail. Kind of like that. Add just a touch more detail. I think I'll do the same thing. Some of these orange flowers just to break it up just a little bit. Just adding a little line work. All right. So the floral Christmas tree is complete. If you liked this video, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel, Amy's Art Table, and I will be back with some new Christmas videos coming out on Saturday, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks so much.